Hello everybody, welcome to GT Planet and welcome to another video here on our channel. My name's Chaz Draycott, lead video producer for GT Planet, and today I'm taking on something that has been on my mind for a good couple of weeks now. In a previous video that we did on the channel, I took on the latest iteration of GT Sophy AI 2.1, and I raced it at Deep Forest Raceway in a series of production cars that I'd made myself, a little field of racing cars all set to a certain specification, which I'll put in the description to this video as well. It's quite good fun to try and build a car to that spec. But a lot of you in the comments mentioned that I completely overlooked the weak boost feature. So if you set the boost to weak in the settings in GT Sophy in here, then basically it means that the AI doesn't slow down for anything, it doesn't have a sort of scripted way of approaching the race, and it's flat out all the way through. I knew about this, but in the excitement of setting everything up, I completely forgot to do that, so I apologise for that, but I wanted to come back today and showcase what it's like when we have that setting on. So what we're going to do is load my settings from the previous race that we had, just as easy as that. We've got 5 laps, but obviously we put the boost to weak. That's the only thing that we're going to change here. I'm in the Mazda again, in the Mazda 3. Same car, I haven't changed anything to do with it. All the other cars are the same. Let me just make sure as well that the grid is all set. It looks absolutely wonderful. And it's the Minis and the Peugeots that we have to look out for in this, based on the previous race anyway. One of the Minis absolutely mugged me to the line, and I was completely blown away. But obviously Sophy had that pace in her throughout the whole race, and that straight line speed of the Mini, because it is the fastest in a straight line. I can't quite figure out why, because they're all set to the same power and weight. Obviously the gear ratios are all limited to 220 k's, so maybe the Mini just gets there quicker, I don't know. Still, I'm excited to try this now, because I genuinely, before this, I haven't raced against it with the weak boost feature on since then. So this is literally a first for me, and it's going to be this video today. So let's hop in, see what Sophy's got, and I'm sure I'll get my backside handed to me. In we go then, and as I'm sure you all know by now, I'm not the fastest driver. I feel like I'm alright, but I'm not the fastest driver on Gran Turismo 7, so I'm intrigued to see what Sophy has in store for me here. Let's go. So the Peugeot is immediately the next car in front. And you can see, look, even in a straight line, straight off the bat, Sophy trying to get away. Now, in the earlier race that I did in the previous video, it was very much the case that the cars seemed slower in a straight line than mine. And, well, I'm already telling that that is the point here. I'm having to push straight off the bat here to just try and catch up. I think that's the joy of having these cars set to such a similar spec, is the fact that they are all very naturally BOP'd, as we say. The balance of performance is minimal because they're all under 150 horsepower. They're all 1100 kilos max, or minimum I should say. There's some cars that have less power or more weight about them. Tried to cut underneath the Peugeot there. But watch that Mini and that Peugeot go now. They're two of the quickest in a straight line. And look at that, they're just soaring away from me. Wow. The whole field up there looks absolutely bonkers. So many cars all packed into one tiny space. Oh my word, would you look at that. Bit of understeer then and a hairpin. Tried to get on the power as soon as I could. And we're still in last place, with nearly a second to the car in front. And I promise you, I'm going to try my very best here to beat this. There might be a few opportunities now down the straight as cars maybe back out a little bit at the idea of being 4 wide, but oh my word, that group in front is all over the place. Lap 1 in the books, and I'm 1.7 seconds off the cars ahead. Now as they check up into the first hairpin, we're going to gain a little bit of that time back. The Toyota Aqua has very quickly dropped to the bottom of the field. It's by far the slowest car. It's about 10 horsepower down on a lot of the others, and the way its engine and gearbox works just doesn't favour it for racing. All of a sudden now, with a check up in front of us, we're part of the group. The beeping and pinging going on all over the place. Room for a small one? No. There's a car been mugged over on the left. I think we were 3 wide for a second there. See, I don't think we need to break through there. Probably a little bit quicker. Trying. There's a new emoji that I haven't seen just there above the Civic. Oh, contacts. A little bit of a hip and shoulder down the inside. This is so much fun, this pack of cars. It's proper like touring car racing. I'll try and cover the left-hand side here. I'm going to get the slipstream of the Aqua and the Abarth. Mini trying to sneak through the middle. They're going 4 wide. Oh my word, look at that Mini go. I remember that I've picked the Mazda because it's one of the slower cars, so I wanted to negate any differences between the fact that I'm a human being over the AI, but I don't think Sophy cares. Car right, car left. We're gaining a bit of ground here, but I'm having to really fight for it. Sorry, I'm trying to give space. There's still a car on my inside, so I can't go all the way to the apex. Oh, 4 wide. Oh, I'm just watching the radar. I'm holding my breath. Got a little kiss there from the Polo, and it was the Clio that prevailed. A little bit of a kiss from the 500, it's sideways. Go for a cutback. Oh, nice. That worked out, but we've not got a power advantage. There's the Civic in front. This is exactly what you want from an AI, though, isn't it? You want to be able to really have to push hard, and it'll feel rewarding to race against this, even if you don't win. And if you do win, it'll feel really rewarding. Pulled a nice one here on the Renault. Down the inside. Oh, on the power too early though. We're only in 12th position on the 3rd lap of the race. Not making the progress I would have expected. There goes the Clio, look at that. I know those Clios start with over 200 horsepower, but it is restricted back to under 150 like all the others. Bit of a gap behind me now, 1.4 seconds. Got a much nicer run than the Abarth out of there. Back down the hill we go then, 2 laps to go. And I'm really, really trying, but I'm not getting anywhere. The Abarth is actually sneaking away in the straight line. I feel like I'm definitely quicker than the AI around that first corner. I've tried to run wide here to carry momentum and it's worked actually. The thing is, you can make a bit of contact with Sophy side to side like that and she doesn't back out. Usually in a lot of games, if you get close to a car or make contact, the AI will get really scared and just hit the brakes or something. All over the back of this Clio once again. Same section of the track, 1 lap later, just 1 position higher. Same move again down the inside. Park it on the apex this time. Nice, that's good. But then that's a car that seems to have straight line advantage. And here it comes. Look at that thing go on the right. Into the braking zone though. Can I just hold this inside line and defend? Oh, I'm really trying to get it stopped. We're a little bit wide. Oh, I've been absolutely done there. I love this. This is absolutely fantastic. And the Clio's now going to get the run. Slotting behind as soon as we can. Help our diddy little Mazda to do whatever possible. I don't know if we've even been past our sister car yet. I'm not quite sure. Final lap of the race then. We've all got a bit deep into there, I think. I hope this race looks as good on the outside as it does from my perspective of just racing it here. Same move again on the Clio. Yep. Third time's a charm. This is the great thing of having such a fantastic race with this Clio. But we've got the same outcome lap on lap. I'll do that move, get down the inside, then it'll have the straight line speed on me down here. I'm going to cover off that left hand side. Sophie's immediately gone to the right. Just give enough room and then slide in behind. I'm not even going to get a top 10 by the look of it. It's not like I've gotten to the front and then Sophie suddenly turned the wick up here. I've been very well and truly held at bay on the outer fringes of the top 10. Let's see if we can get a place or two at the line here at the final corner. But I think all of the cars in front are quicker than a straight line than this measly little Mazda. And that is definitely the case. They're disappearing. Wow. And this is why, and you're all right, this is why you should turn it up to weak. And the Clio's going to grab a spot just at the line, but it's 12th place for the little Mazda. And I had to work so hard for that. But that's great because in the daily races and in the online racing that you do here on Gran Turismo 7, you'll have to do that. You'll work hard to get a 5th or a 6th in a group of 12 cars. Sometimes you'll work hard for 10th or 12th like I just did. But against AI, that's a whole new kettle of fish. That's a completely different experience. There's the result then, and it is the Mini that wins from one of the Suzuki Swifts, Renault Polo Mini, so quite mixed actually in the top half. We did overtake our sister car at some point. I think that might have been the car that was way on the outside on, I think, the second lap. Got mugged off, but wow. This is great fun though. I'm going to go and do this at another circuit as well, just to prove a point there. There'll be a separate video coming up on that one, but yeah, definitely go and play with Sophy AI. Like I've said, the specifications for these cars and the little sort of rule set that I've made for them is in the description of this video. We hope you've enjoyed watching this here today on GT Planet, and we'll hopefully see you again very soon. Have a great day.